Will Dynasty be the best Flesh and Blood set? We're talking Dynasty today on Master Set Madness. There's a lot of new news, of course, with Dynasty release information coming out just a few days ago as of recording. And so we'll be talking all about my thoughts on Dynasty, what we think about that set, as far as, one, just the set in general, but two, as far as Master Set Madness Dynasty may or may not go. So, welcome back to Master Set Madness. We are jumping right in. We are cracking packs here of Uprising, Flesh and Blood, and we are working towards finishing our Master Set. We are only 11 cards away, remember. We are just 11 cards away from completing a complete Master Set of Uprising Flesh and Blood. So a reminder for those of you who aren't sure which cards we need at this point, we need a rare foil, 3 rare foil Majestics. Oh, not the Tome of Firebrand, which we just opened, unfortunately. Get that over there. We actually need a Race Face, Burn Them All, and Liquefy. We're looking for an Extended Art Phoenix form. We are looking for 2 cold foil legendaries at this point. Wow, look at all these Majestics, so starting here. We are looking for both the Tiger Strike Shuko and Ghost Lahan cold foil legendaries. We're looking for 3 Marvels. We need that Ash Marvel, and then Invoke Maragai and Invoke Uvia. What is going on here, Majestics? So that is 4 Majestics here at the beginning. Not the ones we need. And then, of course, as you know, if you've been paying attention around here, we need those Fableds. We need both versions, Rainbow Foil, Cold Foil. Again, that's for a total of only 11 cards left. This is case number 12. And yeah, with 11 cards left, I mean, theoretically, in theory, that could be done pretty quick if we get lucky with a couple of hits. I mean, you could get all of those Majestics, rare foil, rainbow foil. I don't know why I say rare foil. Rainbow foil Majestics, that could all happen in one case. Extended art can appear anywhere. I don't know that it's possible to get 2 cold foil legendaries in a case, but we could see it. It is possible. We've done it many times to get 3 Marvels in a case. And of course, our friendly Fableds. Oh, there is our first Marvel of the case. Invoke Necria. Kind of a bit on the darker side for a card, but still cool. Nice to see a Marvel pulled, but not one of the ones we need. I believe that's only the second one of that one that we've gotten, though. As I was saying, of course, those Fableds, I mean, we're either going to be digging a long time, or I get the funny feeling that something crazy is going to happen. They're both just going to, like, pop up out of nowhere. You know, just wild, which would be amazing. That would be amazing. So enough of that, though. That's where we're at here in Marvel Set Master Set Madness. That's where we're at. But today I want to talk a little bit about Dynasty. Right? We just got new spoilers and different information for that recently here, and gosh, I think it looks pretty cool, right? It is interesting to me, though. You know, just starting with the box art. Of course, it makes sense, you know, with the Uprising theme, they look similar. I think before, though, there's been quite a bit of contrast with colors and different things between sets that come right next to each other. So that's a little bit of a departure. Very, very similar color themes and palettes. Nothing happening here in this second half of the box. This is in that Vipox. But it looks cool. The Emperor, of course, looks exciting. If I understand correctly, Quelling Slippers, no. If I understand it correctly, though, he's just a Blitz character, which kind of seems, I mean, you know, Shiana, there's definitely precedent for it. But the Emperor, like, I don't know, shouldn't the Emperor be like the big guy fighting the big battles? I don't know. Maybe just me. Maybe that'll change at some point in the future. Who knows? You never know. But I am actually really excited that this set has 5 legendaries in it, as opposed to a lot of the other kind of supplemental sets that only have 2, usually 2 or 3, depending on which one, I guess. So that's exciting. I like that. I think it's just more fun, right? When you can have multiple legendaries. Crucible of War was kind of like, well, I'm going to find a Shiana or another Tunic, which you probably already had a Tunic at that point. Or if you didn't, there's other, boxes, cases you could get it from, so it's a little less exciting. This, I hope that all the legendaries are new. That's kind of what I would expect. But I guess it is possible they could be reprinting some of the legendaries in there, some that don't have foils. Of course, they've got lots of cold foils. That's going to be sweet. It's going to be just like this, where cold foils, rainbow foils, everything's all together. That's the end of box 1, and that was not a good box, my friends. That was not a good box. Not at all. So let's keep going box 2, hope for something better. We got 0 cards. 0 cards on the list. And I guess, so I'm kind of, as I'm talking about this, I'm assuming that you've already kind of gone on Fab TCG, the website, and you've looked at some of the spoilers. But if you haven't, then I guess you should go check there. And I'm going to pause for just a second to clean this up a little bit. Yeah, let's move some of these things around a little bit so you can see the card you actually want to see, right? I don't need to see some of these other cards. Yeah, again, so check that website out, fabtcg.com. And check out the articles there and the information about the new set coming up, Dynasty. And, like a lot of games, to keep kind of the hype going, you have to do some new things. You got to add stuff to the game that keeps it interesting or more exciting for collectors and players and different things. And boy, I mean, the new Marvel cards that they're doing, they revealed the Crown of Dominion, legendary equipment, another legendary head equipment that's generic. I'd love to see a few more other pieces of equipment, like stuff for your legs or your arms that are more generic ones. But anyways, the Crown of Dominion looks amazing. And of course the Marvel version, so they're doing Marvels on equipment now with these legendary ones, just looks gorgeous, right? Looks really, really gorgeous. I'm sure that's going to look amazing in person, and hopefully, we can open one of those in the future. But, yeah. Oh, there we go, guys. Oh, perfect timing. Look at Erase Face. Yes. Why isn't it focusing on it? What's going on here? Hold on a second. What is happening with the focus? Whoa. Why did that focus not go there? Okay, there. Now you can see Erase Face, majestic, rainbow foil in all its glory. We're checking that off the list. We only have 2 majestic rainbow foils left to get. There we go. That's progress. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so yeah, oh my gosh. Those Marvels are just going to look... I mean, you've seen the Marvels in this set. I've shown you, we've opened so many of them. They look great here. The equipment ones, of course, are going to look, in my perspective, even better. They're going to feel more collectible because they're legendary, as opposed to, a majestic or a rare card. I don't know if that means they're going to be that much harder to get. I would assume so. And you've seen how hard it's been to get some of the cards in here, some of the Marvels. I can't imagine how rough it will be to get some of those. But that's, again, as we said before, that's what really makes it exciting. It keeps it interesting and keeps it fun to do a Master Set Madness. Though maybe that would make it so crazy. Not that this one hasn't been crazy, that it's impossible to complete. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. We need more information about the set. I love that. That looks cool. That's something new, they've done to keep it interesting. Of course, like we've talked about, I like that there's more legendaries in it. I think that it's going to be a very, very collectible set. Of course, it's designed for improving constructed play and helping you fix all your characters. I don't know what you guys think about that. I think obviously there's benefits and minuses to that. Of course, for the way that Flesh and Blood is designed, there's so many different classes and subtypes and different things that you can't put all of that in a draft set and have the draft set work and actually be fun to play. So you have to have these more supplemental sets. At the same time, it almost kind of feels like that's, I don't know, I wouldn't go so far as to say like a design flaw maybe with the game, but I don't know, half of, the non-collecting side, half of the fun, I think, in TCGs is drafting them. So when you aren't able to draft it, because at least what they're doing right now, like every other set is a set like this, a supplemental set for constructed. I don't know, it's just you gotta wait a long time. Frightmare Majestic Foil, 2 in that box, but we already have that one. I don't know, I'm kind of torn because I like constructed, but I also really like draft. And I don't know, there's something about opening a box and feeling like, here you've got these cool 2 themes, right? You've got the ice, and you've got the fire, the draconic stuff. My friend, why is the focus today being so funny? That is our cold foil for the box. Really, really rough case. We are on track for competing for the worst case that we've opened so far. Another Optimi, that means we've got another complete Majestic set. Non-foils. Now, I don't know, the other thing with collecting too, maybe most people don't care, but I think it's kind of nice, putting it in a binder when it feels like, I don't know, not all the cards are kind of like, oh, there's 4 cards for this character, 5 cards for this character, and the longer this goes, either they have to expand the sets, the supplemental set sizes, so that they can keep adding. By box 2, really bad, guys, really bad so far. They have to keep expanding the set size so that they can keep giving each character class, a significant amount of cards to add, to make a difference for constructed, to actually change something. Or every character, every class is just going to get less and less in the supplemental set. And then, how far do you go where it's like, well, it is a supplemental set, but I didn't get anything, didn't really get anything that actually helps my character because I only got 4 cards. And I don't know, even with Everfest, it's not like what happened in Everfest went ahead and just made all the characters viable again, right? Like, as far as I remember, there wasn't like super, there's some shifts, but not super huge shifts. Of course, Bravo, even that's like, oh, here's a new character, a version of a character, I guess. And then that one just was pushed and rocked the scene. Wow, we are getting the cold foil commons, though. Cold foil commons, let's make another set of those, I guess. It's not like Brute after Everfest was like, oh, Brute is playable now. Let's, play hundreds of Brute decks all over the place. A lot of stuff kind of stayed pretty similar. And so I guess, I don't know, my concern is that that is only going to get more difficult to do when you add lots of new sets, or lots of new characters as you go. And yeah, I don't know, you don't want to throw so much good stuff. Stoke the Flames, another extended art. Those are difficult to get, but not a lot of value. And we will talk about that. I want to talk about value in the next video, next case opening, because it looks like we're going to need to do another one. There's been a lot of, I've had a lot of conversations with people about, why are these cards so undervalued? Why is that overvalued? And I think there's a lot of good things we could talk about on that. But we're going to take a whole opening for that. Going back to Dynasty here. Yeah, so anyways, I don't know. I like draft sets. I think supplemental sets are fun. I don't know if I like them being every other one. and I don't know what they're going to do long term to make them, fog down foil, you know, to make them work so that, I don't know, they don't become 500 card sets, but they also don't become sets where nothing is super impactful, or it kind of really only helps to boost the groups that are already there, already made it, or the one group that gets a legendary item, whatever, etc. A lot of things to see though. We don't know what's going to happen yet. I do think it's going to be good. It looks good. Something else though that they've done with it, which maybe I just haven't been paying attention. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it. But in there, like if you look on their sheet there, Dynasty product configuration, towards the bottom, it tells you what the MSRP is, and it's $10 more per box than what Uprising was. So we've got that kind of quiet price increase, which of course is disappointing as somebody doing this, right? Like, I'm definitely not excited about the idea that I've got to, I don't know, potentially pay $10 more a box. That makes doing this a lot more difficult. A lot more difficult, that's for sure. I don't think, yeah, as far as I know, that's the first price increase in Flesh and Blood. Let me know if I'm wrong. I'm happy to be corrected if I got that wrong. And I don't know, I guess I don't know how well the Flesh and Blood market will handle that. I know Magic just did that with Dominaria United, and it's kind of, you know, wait and see what's going to happen here in the next month or so with prices, how people accept and or don't accept that, particularly on draft boxes. But I don't know. I mean, Flesh and Blood, at least lately, has been really kind of sitting on the lower side of things. So unless, I don't know, unless they keep it tight, I wonder if there's going to be a bunch of people who try and dump it for less than MSRP, or even less than MAP. Of course, you're not supposed to do that. And then I don't know. It's just kind of, I guess I don't know. You know, do stores, how much more are they going to have to pay for a box from distributors? Is it kind of the same rate? They're getting a $10 increase as well. Not sure on that because I'm not a store, so I don't have that information. I don't have a physical store location, which would be cool. But if you have a physical store location and you want me to open all your Dynasty packs for you, I will open a lot of packs, as you can see, and I'll even sort them into piles for you. We're almost at the end here of box 3. It is, you know, like another foil Majestic that doesn't mean anything. This is terrible, 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 terrible. This does not get much worse. It does not get much worse than this. I really hope that Dynasty is more fun to open than this case. My goodness. So, you know, last case we opened, case 11, amazing case, right? Value all over the place. Cases 10 and 9 before that were not good at all. But they were better than this one so far. We're on our last box and we've opened nothing. We've opened nothing. Let me move some of this pile out of the way because we don't need to see that. Oh man, this is pretty rough. Not gonna lie, pretty rough. Last box of the case. And that Fabled would just make everything feel so much better, wouldn't it? Oh man, this just makes me want to go quick because it's just depressing to look at. Depressing to look at. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, this is not the most financially responsible way to collect a master set. Nor is it the most financially responsible way to get any particular card. But it can be fun. And when you have cases like the last one, it really is fun. When you have cases like this, the fun kind of goes somewhere else beyond our grasp, beyond our grip. So to keep it fun for all of you who've made it this far in the video, which, based on the statistics, take the tempo, come on, is not most of you. It's not most of you. Most people don't make it far in videos for whatever reason. I think that's the standard, but for those of you who are here, I want to come up, we got to find something else fun to throw in the comments just to confuse all the people who don't make it this far and all the people who just have no idea what's going on. So here's what I wanted you to do. Just a random, kind of random fun thing. Lets me know you watched this far, you're paying attention. Helps the channel a little bit, the video get out there. So Dynasty, we've been talking about Dynasty. The new MSRP is $109.90 in US dollars. And, you know, map, I guess, is going to be 20% less than MSRP. You can do the math. I don't have a calculator in front of my head. And it's hard to think, talk, divide, all that jazz at the same time. And try and find the fable. So, put in the comments, I want you to just put a number. Put the number that you think boxes of Dynasty are going to be readily available for purchase. You know, say on eBay or TCG Player, kind of the cheapest places you can find them. What do you think it's going to be? Is it going to be closer to MSRP because they're going to do lots of really fun, awesome things with these Marvel Legendaries and all that fun jazz, and everybody's going to go crazy trying to get them? Or do you think it's going to be whatever, you know, that map pricing is with the new price increase, kind of like it's been with this set? Everything's just sitting around map. Or do you think there are going to be a lot of people who are kind of bringing it down lower? Is it going to be closer to that like 80, 80 range that it is now, even though that would be below map? Invoke the my friend. I do not remember how many of you we have. I showed it off in that last video, but we didn't need another one. So throw it in there what you think. Just throw in a number. No one will know what that number means or why you put a number in there. Just pick a random number if you don't actually want to think about it. I mean, maybe you even think it's going to be above MSRP. That would be pretty wild, based on how things have been going. But not impossible. If they did cut the print run quite a bit, which, I don't know, I guess I don't necessarily see them doing that, but what do I know? I have no idea what's going on in the background there, or else I'd probably have some more exciting information to tell you about stuff. Ha! Oh my gosh, last half of case number 4. We are under, I mean, I guess that erase face foil. The erase face foil was nice. Everything else in here is just not good. This is not good. I don't know if we've got $100 in this case. Not good, my friends. Not a good sign. Man, if we've got to go through a whole nother case that's like this to try and find another decent one. Flame Scale Furnace, rainbow foil at the end. Not the one we're looking for, but we'll take it because, man, we had to get some value back here. Some value back. We did hit a legendary. I thought we were going to make it through this whole thing without a legendary. I believe that pushes us up above $100, though not anywhere near to the price of the case. That all you got? That's the question I'm asking you, Mr. Case. Is that all you got? 2 packs left. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know also what you think about Dynasty. Are you excited for it? Are you not excited for it? Does it just kind of feel like, it's just another set? Whatever. Does it look like, have you been hit with the hype yet? Or are you just kind of like feeling it out a little bit? I guess if you've made it this far in this video, you probably like Flesh and Blood to some degree. So some of the hype, we're ending with a cold foil Tide Flippers, which will flip on down there. As always, I will check the price on this really quick for us. Come back in a second. So after a quick check, we hit about $170. Definitely not great. Slightly above our worst cases that we have opened. I think that's Flame Scale Furnace number 5 in the rainbow foil category. plus the cold foil one. So we've hit a lot of those. That was case 12. We have opened 48 boxes for Master Set Madness. We got one card from this case that we needed, the Erase Face Majestic Foil, which of course also helped us with our value a little bit. So glad to see this. He took a long time to join the party, but let's get that right there for you. Erase your face. That's all you need to know about this box. It kind of erased our faces. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate it. If you want to know the whole story with where we're at so far in this set collection, go back, watch the last video. 1,056 packs that we've opened. You can see all the details there for what we have, plus obviously what's in this video. Next video, we're going to talk about value and why cards sometimes don't have the value that we think they should have based on how rare they are. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is that you are doing.